Merry morning and new moon, my amazing air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It is Moonwind Fairy here to do your new moon message, energy, and vibes general reading. So I'll be doing a reading for you, and it'll be a general reading for air signs. But then at the end of it, I will pull individual cards for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So let's see what we got going on for this new moon. New moons are all about planting seeds and setting intentions. So for my air signs, we start off with 10 of Wands. Wands represent our energy, passion, and enthusiasm. 10 of Wands is there's a burden or a lot of responsibility. Taking on too much, an opportunity to free yourself from heavy burdens, obligations, finding yourself close to a successful outcome, the need to prioritize, a message to keep going. Divided attentions, clinging to responsibilities, difficulty asking for help, a need to stand up for yourself. The mantra of this card is I release my burdens into the ethers, knowing that the universe will help me to tend to the essentials. I'm going to say taking on too much is your vibe, because there's some kind of burden that you're carrying, and it could be because of the taking on too much. So let's see what we got. The energy around you are coming towards you. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. So there's really a concern about your security. You could just be kind of holding on to things too tightly. Let's see what we got for another one. Because you got the World. It's time to end some chapter in your life. Some journey is coming to an end. Because on the other side of that is success and joy. There could be traveling the world. So there is, you take on too much. And you do that because you want and need security. But it's limiting you to ending some kind of chapter and having this freedom, to travel and success. So it's kind of what it feels like. All right, last card for energy around you. Because it's really important that you, Ace of Cups, have new feelings coming in, new feelings for an existing partner. Or this is, loving yourself, because you can't pour from an empty cup. And that would make sense. If you are taking on too much, you're not really loving yourself. And if you're taking on all this stuff because for security, some kind of security, you're probably not giving yourself the time and attention that you need. So, all right, let's see what is emerging, transforming, and healing. Wow. Because what's emerging is the Empress. So this could be fertile new beginnings. This is unconditional love for self and others. This could be a pregnancy, some kind of fertility issues. But this is like the real deal. I see it as unconditional love for self and others. Because when we take on too much responsibility, that's usually some kind of response to needing to have control, or kind of like a security. Like, we got to do all this stuff. But in that taking on a lot of responsibility, we actually don't give ourselves what we need. So what's emerging is the need to unconditionally love yourself as well as others. But I would say putting yourself first. Because what's transforming is Five of Cups. Five of Cups is being disappointed, disillusioned. You could be grieving the loss of somebody. But it's also like, okay, you lost 3 cups, but you still have 2. So what's transforming this unconditional loving yourself and others, mostly self, you're transforming to where instead of being disappointed or disillusioned, you're more like, oh, I still have 2 cups left. I'm grateful that I have 2 cups. What's healing is Five of Swords. Swords represent our thoughts and our intellect. So what's healing is some regret. some feelings of embarrassment or humiliation, which is very interesting. So there is some kind of burden you're carrying around, and it's because you take on too much. Maybe you take on all the issues of other people. But whatever you're doing it as a sense of security, but it's not really security because you're neglecting yourself. So you want to end this chapter. You want to end this journey and start the journey of loving yourself, this new moon, loving, unconditional love for yourself and others. Heal these, or grieve what you need to grieve, but also look at life and be grateful for what you do have. All right, let's see what we got is solution, outcome. Wow. Future. Wow. Okay, so the solution is you got to take some risks and follow your bliss. Off on a mighty big adventure. So whatever you're doing, you're taking on too much. And what that's doing is creating a huge burden. And it's almost like you think it's some kind of security. Maybe you're working 3-4 jobs, but there's no time for yourself or even for the ones that you love. So what's emerging is a need to really unconditionally love yourself and others. What was I looking at? Oh my gosh, why can't I find this? So yeah, taking on too much is your vibe. And what that's doing, anyway, so you want to be unconditionally loving yourself and others. You also, the solution is take some risks and follow your bliss. Go after what it is you want. Because what that's going to do is going to make you, the outcome is independently successful. This is having worked hard and have the home, the garden, the pets. This is having a very desired life. Because the future is 10 of Pentacles. This is family. This is having it all. This is having the comfortable home, the comfortable relationships. This is being abundantly blessed materially and spiritually. But it's about family. So I feel like you're taking on too much, and it could be in the family situation, but what you're not doing is taking care of yourself. So you're taking on too much. There is some kind of burden that you need to let go of and really love yourself. Give yourself that time and intention. Final outcome, or what needs to change, is Knight of Swords. This makes a lot of sense. Knight of Swords. Swords represent our thoughts and our intellect. So this is, here I come to save the day. Rushing in and helping people. Rushing in. And it's kind of like a recklessness. Again, you're taking on too many responsibilities. So if you're constantly helping other people, doing this, doing that, you're not you are neglecting yourself. And it would seem like your family too. So what's emerging is that need to unconditionally love yourself and others, but mostly yourself. And that's going to help you transform these feelings of disillusionment or disappointment into more gratitude. It's going to heal those thoughts of regret or whatever, because you're going to take some risks and follow your bliss. Start a different adventure, and it's going to be very successful. It's going to make you independently successful. And then the future is having it all. Having the comfortable, safe, and secure home, relationships, yada, yada, yada. But you want to stop rushing in and saving the world, because that's just extra burdens you take on. All right, Gemini, what we got for you? The Magician. So remember your magic there, Gemini. As above, so below. Manifest the life that you want. Don't take on those burdens. Libra. It's your time to shine. It's time for optimism and happiness. And Aquarius. Ace of Swords. So you're real clear. Swords represent our thoughts and our intellect. So you've had some real clarity about this burden, about this taking on too much. And so you know the truth. You know what you need to be doing. So that's what I got for you. Thanks for hanging out with me. You have a blessed and beautiful new moon to new moon journey. I'll talk to you soon. Blessings and love.